What's up, guys? Athena here with Crazy Gamer Chick.
What's up?
And we're back at episode 7 of our Minecraft Survival Series. We're rocking it out real quick, though. Just in case you guys don't know, we do live in a town. And in this town, in case you haven't noticed, especially around the holidays, a lot of homeless people start coming out, right?
Yep.
And I'm not saying, like, oh, yeah, because, you know, some of them I feel bad for. It sucks. But do you remember we watched a story about a guy who said he was homeless, right? Mm-hmm. And he made $100,000 a year asking people for money.
Yep.
He was so believable that people just kept pouring him money, and he made $100,000 a year, like rented an apartment, lived really well, and you know what he said? Well, I'm just lazy. I don't like to work, and I'm really good at this, so why would I do anything? Yeah. And it's like at that fucking point, he's making money, so you can't say he's not making money. He's just not going about it, I guess, the moral way that we would all seem to be like socially acceptable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good God. But we have one guy here came up to us. God, it was a couple months ago, and he was like, "Hey guys, just got out of Virginia's jail or whatever, and I need some money to get back home to Maryland, but I have an ankle bracelet on, which would mean that you can't go into different counties or different areas. You can't go from Virginia to Maryland with an ankle bracelet on in Virginia."
Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense.
So he's like, "I got all my paperwork right here," and I mean, he didn't pull it out, but he did have papers. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, I was like, sorry, we don't have any money to give you. I mean, it's not like we're not flush with cash. We're not doing bad, but we're not flush with cash. I'm just gonna hand that shit out, you know.
I just looked at him, I was like, huh, this is the day and age where no people's carrying cash around anymore.
Yeah, everyone has credit cards, yeah.
You know, it's like, it's gonna be hard to find somebody that's got a couple dollars in the wallet. I don't.
Yeah.
So.
You know, nowadays it is not all that super easy, but. Or I guess to be a beggar. But, you know, it frustrated me because we were like, no, sorry, bro. And he's like, all right, well, you guys have a good day. I was like, okay. The next day, he found me again and gave me the same exact story like he didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, bro, I told you yesterday. He's like, oh, yeah, okay, well, you have a good... I ran into him a week later. He does the same story. I'm
wondering...
fucking... But he kept saying, he's like, I got a couple dollars, but I cannot get on the train. And I was like, okay. Well, how much is the train? It's like $9 to take the train to Maryland. Even though he couldn't go because he has an ankle bracelet on. If he actually even has one. There was a shape of something weird on his ankle.
He had a metal thing on his ankle, but I didn't know what it was.
It was under his pants. You couldn't really tell. But we're like, alright, bro. Well, it's probably like a gun. He's probably like, just give me your fucking money. But anyway, this guy, today, now the reason I bring this up, I've ran into him a lot of times and all this shit. And then finally, I gave him $1. I gave him $1. And ever since I did that now, every time he comes up to me, I was like, oh, what's up, man? You still here? I was like, you know, you don't got enough money now? Because you could be gone. You know, yeah, if you have a couple bucks, I gave you $1. By now, you should pretty much be able to buy that ticket.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's just like, oh, yeah, hey, he no longer asks. So I call him out every time now. After that $1, it was the best dollar I ever spent. Because now I don't have to deal with it. Now he doesn't even come over to me anymore. Because I'm like, oh, hey, man, what are you doing? What's going on, bro? We have torches. I have torches. Whoa, I'm going down there. Woo! Going into the man. So today I saw him because it was kind of snowy outside and everything, and he was sitting there going across the street catching some other random guy and giving the same story, I'm sure. Here's the kicker though. He was wearing brand new jacket, nice clothes, brand new jacket, brand new boots. Those aren't cheap boots. Brand new everything. Was looking really fresh.
Really fresh.
And I was like, okay, but you're homeless and you have no money, but you're gonna tell me that I guess you found all of those clothes your size perfectly fitting you in a dumpster.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
That doesn't happen.
Amazing. I was like, how much money does that guy actually have? Because he's like, oh, I don't live in Virginia. I'm like, okay, but you're here every single day for the 3 months and you're telling me you couldn't find $9? Yeah. I found $40 just walking up and down these streets. So I'm pretty fucking sure that you could find $9 if you actually really gave a shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. $9? That's not that hard to gather.
But they come out around Christmas time.
They do.
And they do that because everyone's in a more generous mood. They're like, oh, you poor man. Oh, God, no. Well, that sucks. And then they think they did a good deed. In reality, that guy's just scamming the shit out of you. Because, you know what pisses me off, though? It's not even that they do that. I'm like, you know, fuck you. If that's how you get your money, that's fine. But you're not going to get it from me. No, granted, it's not that I don't feel bad for people who are actually homeless because of certain, like, addictions, those types of things. But the people who just act like they are to grab the fucking money, that pisses me off. There was the one guy, I remember we saw in the store, he had a dog with him.
Yeah.
I do not like that shit. And they do it because you'll give them money. Because you care about the dog.
Yeah. But that shit pisses me off.
Yeah. Because
if you cannot feed yourself, You do not take in a dog.
Yeah.
All right. That's just.
And you would say, oh, it's a stray dog. There are not many stray dogs. I have never seen a stray dog in this area.
Not this area.
Once.
I
mean, their animal control is fucking serious here.
I have in different states, but not in this area.
Yeah,
so
I have not seen any.
I mean, stray cats. Yeah, there's a ton of stray cats.
Yeah,
not
cats.
stray
Yeah.
dogs.
Well, because you can't catch a cat.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Here's my thing. Funny story actually. I was driving with my aunt somewhere one day, and we're driving down the road, and we are going by an overpass, and there's this guy there with a sign saying, "Homeless, give me money." And he's wearing a leather jacket and like Nike sunglasses and like all this really expensive shit, and I was like, you are the worst.
Yeah.
Worst beggar I have ever seen. I mean, if you're faking it, why would you do that?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Why would you wear that outside, you know?
Well, it's like, remember that one guy we were watching? He had that nice apartment, had nice clothes, but he put on his shitty dumpster clothes and walked out to the end of the street. He was like, oh, my family left me, and I have cancer, and I'm dying.
Didn't he also
oh,
pretend
help.
like he was in a wheelchair all the time?
Yeah, he did the wheelchair scam.
Yeah.
Just like the guy, there used to be a
Yes.
guy, if you guys have a Taco Bell around you, we had one around us, and there's a guy there who would sit behind
Like
the...
every day for a year.
He would sit behind the Taco Bell in the parking lot, waiting, and he would catch people as they went by in a wheelchair, saying that he's a vet and he's, you know, crippled and homeless.
And he would like wear bandages like around his head.
Yeah,
and,
he's like, please help me, please. So, some kids called the cops on him, some skater kids, kind of funny, and he stood up out of his wheelchair when the cops came.
Yep.
Stood up right out of the wheelchair.
Took his bandages off.
Took the
everything.
bandages off, got out of his wheelchair, and stood there and talked to the cop.
Yep.
I was like, you lying piece of shit. I was like, you're caught so red-handed, bro.
And that's the thing, like, it makes me, okay, I felt so bad for that guy for a year.
Yeah.
Because I saw him wheel his ass up there in that wheelchair in the shittiest of weather.
Yep.
And I was like, that poor guy. And then he does that.
Yep.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. And then, okay, so there was a guy, we went to, like, a Starbucks, right? And there's this guy that would always sit out there, and he'd always drink water.
Oh, yes,
it was
I
free.
remember him.
And I was like, you know what?
The peanut M&M guy.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, let's do a good deed. So we went into the store and
Got
we
peanut
grabbed
M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms. So you're like, you know what? We're gonna give it to this guy.
Yeah.
Gave it to him. I'm grateful as shit.
Yeah.
He was so pissed. He was like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
I was like, because they don't want food.
They want your money.
That's
that
what
was
they
like
want.
my mom. We ran into one when I was little, and my mom was like, "Hey, can I?" The guy's like, "Hey, can I get some money?" And my mom's like, "No, but if you want, I can take you into the restaurant here and buy you anything you want, and you can have some food." And he was like,
reasonable.
he was like, "No, I want money." And she's like, well, you can go into the, you know, it was like McDonald's. You can go to McDonald's with me and get some food, or you can have nothing.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just want money. I don't want food. I'm like, the fuck? You should be happy that someone's giving you fucking food.
Well, it's because
What do you need money for if you're homeless and someone's feeding you? You don't need the money.
people like that are faking it.
Yep.
And that's the thing. If you are truly, honestly homeless and you are living like that, I am so sorry.
Yep.
I feel horrible for you. And if I knew who you were, I would donate to you.
Yep.
But there's so many people out there that fake it to get money. And whatever, I don't care. But it's hard to tell the difference, and
Yeah.
that's what pisses me off.
Yep. Well, then it's like, I swear I've never ran into a real one, and I've ran into a lot.
Yeah.
Maryland has a lot of fucking homeless people. A lot of them. I don't know what's up with Maryland, but Maryland's full of them. So we've seen
Oh
a
my
whole
God.
bunch of them. What's
In
up?
California. Holy
California
shit.
is like the hub of the.
We were like near LA, and holy shit, this guy like tracked us down to ask us for like a couple bucks. And
Yeah.
it was like,
We
what
gave him
the-
a SIG instead.
Yeah, we gave him a stick. He was like, oh, thanks, man, thanks.
But I liked him.
I liked
because
him too.
he was like, can I get one for my friend? And I was like, you know what? Yes, you can.
Yeah,
You can
go
get
ahead,
one for
man.
your friend.
Because those people, I believe, can be pretty homeless.
Yeah.
Because a lot of homeless, I think, go to California because it's warm.
Yeah, and it's
know.
pretty. It's like not crazy weather.
Yeah, and so for that, you know, I would say that quite a few of the homeless people that you run into in California are probably pretty legit, you know. But
Yeah.
in areas like this, I'm just like, there's soup kitchens, you know. There's so many different aids out there. Why can't you get help? You
Yeah.
know? Like certain people I can understand. You probably there's under particular circumstances, there's nothing you can do. But for the majority, I would think that there's a lot of stuff that you can do to get help. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm just saying.
No, I definitely. I'm sure there's a lot of shit they can do. It's just, but you know, I think it's kind of like the guy said. He's like, well, I'm just lazy and I don't want to work, so this is what I do, and he makes money.
He does make.
You can't
money.
say he doesn't do well for himself because he's doing better than most people who work their ass off do.
Yep.
And he just wakes up whatever time, stumbles outside. That was like when I was up in Colorado at my base. There's always guys out there with signs, of course, right outside my base saying, "Oh, homeless vet."
Well, it's because you're
Hooked me up.
So they're gonna
Exactly.
Be like,
well, the most annoying ones are the ones that like force themselves on you.
yes.
They're like, "Hi, yeah, I'm homeless and I could really use the money. Here, you want some peanut M&Ms? No, I don't want that. But I'll take some money, thank you."
I'll take some money though.
No, I don't want any of your fucking food. But how about the money? How's that sound? That sounds really great. I don't know. It's just kind of bullshit to me, and it makes me mad because just like the guy. But see, excuse me. Hold on.
Why bless you.
Thank you. Well, I live here. We live in this town, so I see that guy a whole lot, and I know his story by heart now.
Yep.
There is no difference in his story that's going to surprise me. I've heard every single detail be like slightly changed a little bit every single time. So I know every story he's got for me. There is no difference. There is no. I know what he's going to say. And
you know what's also funny?
wait, no, hold on.
Okay.
I know what he's gonna say, right?
Okay.
See, now you made me forget. Just go.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Now I forgot.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. What's so fucking funny that you had to stop mid story?
I'm so sorry.
What?
I was just gonna say that I think it's funny because he started off with like a crappy looking bike because he rides around on a bicycle.
Yeah.
And then now he's got like a really fancy bicycle.
A fancy bike and fancy clothes.
Yes.
Super fancy clothes. He is wanting for nothing right now, except for maybe some dental work.
Yeah, that, you know.
But anyway, guys, we are out of here. Maybe we should offer some homeless guys some dental work. Oh, that'd be a lot of money.
That'd be interesting.
Alright, we are out of here, guys. We love you so much. Tell us if
Love
you
you
ran
guys.
into any of those bullshitters out there, if you actually know some real ones. We love you so much, guys. We make them sound like animals. We're like, if you know them, if you knows it, if you knows what it is,
If he knows it.
if you knows who it is. We're out of here, guys. Peace.
Peace.